What is going on, fellas, and welcome back to the Director of Football, non-league to legend, where we continue as SAITAMA United, aka Urawa Red Diamonds. Pretty sure I'm saying Ura wrong. It sounds wrong, but I've been saying it this whole time that way. I'm going to continue to say it that way, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. As you can see, just had one of our players has just played an international game. Nobody cares, because he's a player that I don't think we're ever actually going to play. But we're back for the Player of the Season awards and just to see how everyone's getting on, really. We did lose that cup game 5-3 after beating them 3-1. It was an interesting game to watch. Quite interesting. Okayama and Takahira, my two centre-backs, played awful. They were so bad. Yamanashi played horrendously. Kadoi played crap. It was a lot of badness. So who do I think is going to have won our player of the season? I'm going to say Tashima. I think Tashima. No, Ishida. Tashima didn't even make it on the list. Ishida wins it. Yamagashi and Yamanashi. Yamashita has been just... Nobody seems to like Yamashita. He was the top scorer in the league. Didn't make it into Team of the Season. Moreno made it into Team of the Season. But not Yamashita. Yamashita was just... it's fantastic. But Ishida, 51% of the votes. Have to say, fair enough. Kiyama has goal of the season against the Funabashi Bandits. Let's have a look and see if was it a good goal. I don't remember. Let's find out. We're gonna find out together. Pretty sure. Like, he didn't even start this game. It was a free kick. No. We definitely scored better goals than that. Gajdos gets Young Player of the Season. No signing of the season, which is interesting. Takayama gets Goalkeeper. That's interesting. Gajdos gets Young Player of the Season, but doesn't make it into the Team of the Season. So Minazuma, Yamanashi, Sato, Kadoi, Ishida, Tashima, and Nasu. Yamanashi, Yamashita, and Moreno. I think Gajdos was better than Mizunuma, but that's just me. Yamashita, 23 goals. Quite good. Not the best I've seen, but still. I think 14 goals was enough to be the top scorer in the league, which is just... How do you only score 14 goals? And it's just... I don't understand. Highest average rating, Ishida. Most assists, Yamanashi. To be fair, Yamanashi was quite the assister this season. Best pass completion was Yamagashi. Most player of the match awards, Ishida and Yamanashi with 6 each. And then the bald boys, Ishida, 14 yellow cards. Quite like the commitment of getting a lot of yellow cards. And then red cards, both my right backs, Mizunuma and Gajdos, with 2 red cards, and Hirosaki gets 2 red cards as well. You gotta love the commitment. Season review, had been expected to take much of the Nyan League 1 title running, and lived up to their pre-season billing by finishing top of the pile. It was a superb season for Saitama United, who got off to a tremendous start in February that propelled them into 3rd place, a position from which they never looked back, as they clinched their 3rd consecutive title. 3rd consecutive? Fair enough. We won the league, as you know, lost in the semi-final in the Tenohoi Cup. I think we should have done better than that. In the Yamazaki Nabisco Cup, lost in the final to Okayama. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. And in the Super Cup, we lost to Okayama as well. Average attendance was 60%, and we used the most players in the league, as per usual. I always do that. I always use too many players. Dressing room atmosphere is very good. It's dropped a little bit. I don't know why. I think it might be because that's defeat in the cup. Managerial support, they love me. Of course they do. I am amazing at the football. The board like me as well. Club finances, they're delighted. Dressing room atmosphere, they're quite happy with that. Philosophies, competitions, they're Club stature, it's gone up a bit. Matches, it's all pretty. The tactics, they're happy with the tactics. I'm not. I'm thinking of changing for next season. We might do something different. Who missed Who missed most of the season? Franz Schopp missed 34% of the season with injury. Gajdas was the most injury-prone player with 7 injuries. Only missed 18% of the season, though. It's not the worst. And Schopp, Mariuma, who are you? Oh, you're out on loan. I don't care. And Nishikawa were all out for 3 months with different injuries. He's the other striker, the one brought in at the last transfer window. I was like, who is this dude? Don't remember him at all. We already had our. I'm gonna give him 4 weeks. We've already had our meeting for what we're going to do for next season. So I've told them we want to win the league again, and they said, "Alright, boss, sounds fine. Let's do it." So that's what we're intending on doing for next season. Transfer wise, Awad is definitely coming in January, and Druasis is going to be coming in July. He's come off the bench 5 times for Triple A. It's fair enough. So we're not going to have a whole lot coming in for next season. We've already agreed for Wakasugi to leave. So we're probably going to consider. I'm going to look and see who I wouldn't mind losing for next season. We have 2 very young goalkeepers. I think Takayama is going to be number 1 again next season. He's been fantastic. I think Adrian Thomas could probably go. I'm not that worried about not having him. I wouldn't mind. I don't know, like Mizunuma. I'm not that bothered about him. Okana, just because he's old. He's 30. He's ruining the vibe. He's fine. If we kept him, If we don't, Nobody's that bothered. Nobody wants him anyway. We have this new Arsene Legre came in fairly recently. It's a good option at left back. Hernandez is going to be going back, I would assume. He hasn't played that much this year. A lot of his league games came before the second half of the season, because I don't think he was registered for pretty much the majority of the second half of the season, and he played in the Champions League a couple of times because we had so many players injured for those. I think Gomi is wanted. I think he'd be a good option to go on loan maybe. Wakasugi's already leaving. Seki played twice. I don't even remember playing him twice. I remember he played one game because we had 3 central midfielders total. So, Moreno, I think he could probably leave. Nishikawa, if at all possible, he'd leave. I have no interest in playing him. Maybe Ari gets a loan move. Yamanashi maybe leaves. I'm quite happy with Yamashita. I am thinking about doing maybe playing this kind of formation, going for IntoRowZ. Or sorry, does he prefer IntoRowZ? Yeah, I think he says IntoRowZ. So we're going to say IntoRowZ's formation when he played with Schalke. this might be something we do. Maybe not go for a defensive mentality, because that's not something we do. Or we go for the old reliable, the one that didn't work at the start of the year, because we have wingers out on loan. Maybe bring some of them back and play this formation. Although I don't think we have any attacking midfielders anymore. I think we sold all of them. So maybe we don't. Because it would be nice to step away from this formation completely from now on for the rest of FM19. The 4-3-3 did work, but I am kind of leaning more towards a three centre backs with two attacking, kind of more wing back players, more advanced wing backs. I do like the 3-man midfield, but we might go for something like maybe like this, because this is too defensive for my liking. So it's either going to be 3 central midfielders or an attacking midfielder. I'm leaning more towards the 3-man midfield with the 2 complete wing backs on either side on attack. I don't think we're not going to have a libero, because I don't think we have anyone who can actually play as a libero. So we'd be playing this kind of formation, but more on like attack. Never wasting time. I do not like time wasting. But yeah, I think this is probably the formation we're going to aim for next season. Go for like a roaming playmaker. Just step the players. I think this is one I've been training since we joined. From when we joined, this was the first formation we put in, because this is the one I always use. Then we moved to this because we had so many strikers. We didn't really have good wingers, but we had very good central midfielders and we had a lot of strikers, and I wanted to kind of get as many players into the team as possible. But I think maybe this is the formation we go for next season. Like I said, I'm going to change some of the mentalities or some of the in possession, in transition, out of possession, because there's a lot of stuff here I don't like. Like the regroup, I don't like regroup. I don't like slow pace, I prefer high tempo. So playing with a low tempo, not going to work for me. Sorry. I also don't really like playing direct football. So I'm going to make a tactic. I'm going to sort a tactic here for the episode, which would normally be on Thursday, but because Hungry for Success has ended, rest in peace, we're going to just be doing this pretty much every day. I'm going to try and do every day, but it's going to be a little difficult because, you know, I work full time as well. I don't get a whole lot of free time. I also have to spend time with the missus, otherwise she would kill me. Yeah, she would kill me. I'm not even going to... Yeah, she'd murder me. So if I do die, come back to this video and leave a comment and tell me how you think she killed me, because it'll probably be all over the paper. And if I do die, this is a pretty morbid part of the video. Ask IntoRowZ how it happened, because he lives in the local area. He'll probably read it on the Echo, which is our local newspaper. Anyway, if you have any insight into what I should do, I am a tactical genius, okay? But if there's anything you can think of that I should do, let me know in the comments below. Is there anything in this formation that you think we could do with changing? It is just as it was when I popped it open. It was the standard Catenaccio. I hadn't touched it because I didn't intend on using it last season, and thankfully we didn't have to go and use it. But I do think it's time for a change in formation. I do want to try and win the Asian Champions League, because we've already won the European Champions League. We won the Copa Libertadores. We won the CONCACAF Champions League in the last season. So this year, not winning with Saitama has been a bit of a downer, a bit of a Debbie Downer, if you will. So I'm hoping to bounce back and win the league win the Champions League next season. So is there anything I can do to change this? Leave a comment about it, and we'll see. Maybe there's something that I'll have done myself that you'll recommend. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, fellas. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Is there anything else you can do? No, that's everything. Thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I will see you next time. Bye!